What's going on, everybody? Josh Miller here with the Banter Boys -1. As somebody didn't go see Morbius with us.
Because he's lazy.
But we're here to give you our knee-jerk reactions on Morbius. Rodney, you want to start us off?
All right, so Morbius the Living Vampire is a Marvel Comics character, a villain / anti-hero at times. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 16% critic with a 64% audience, which isn't bad actually. But dude, I was pretty excited going into this movie, like really excited, just because it looked dark, it looked edgy, kind of like what Sony has been doing a little bit lately. So I had a lot of hope for it,
even with knowing what all the critics were saying. You still had that optimism, or did that
did temper it? Obviously,
because
critic scores were tempered.
Months ago, I was super excited for this, and then started hearing the buzz. I think I told Tyler like a month or two ago. I was like, "This movie's gonna be terrible."
Yeah, and I was complete opposite. I was like, "Dude, this movie's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good," and it was.
What?
Not.
You didn't like it?
Straight to the point.
Like, dude, like we can't even like beat around the bush with this movie. Like,
dude, yeah, it was terrible.
It was like they grow up, they're both sick. They become best friends day one. And then they grow up, and he's on the verge of finding a cure for them. That's the plot.
Jared Leto is Morbius. That's fucking awesome. And then Matt Smith. No, I'm saying like having Jared Leto in a Marvel movie as Morbius, you know, is awesome. And then you have Matt Smith playing the villain, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever. His character development was some of the worst I've seen on screen in a while. But I don't think it's the dumpster fire that everybody is saying it is. I don't think it's 16%. I think that's really low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not 64 either. You know,
it's pretty bad.
But it had its redeemable moments. Some of the action scenes were pretty cool. You know, how he was finding out his powers. You know, a couple of them didn't really make much sense to me. Like I guess magnetic train can like carry him throughout.
He could fly.
I guess, you know, with sonar. I don't know how it was working. But it had its moments. But for the most part, it was sloppy.
The fights, like, they were too CGI'd, and like I couldn't even really tell what was going on.
When they were falling or whatever, I completely lost me.
Yeah, the character,
very hard to follow.
Matt Smith's character was why he turned so fast. His character did a complete 180. Like, best friends, and then out of nowhere he, you know, takes the serum, and then he's like, "Ooh, I'm the bad guy." Like super villain. And it's like, from why? Where did this come from?
Dude, I kind of see his point though of wanting to just evil.
Tap into it.
Yeah, just be evil.
Just let loose.
The bad guy. I see his point because he was like, he's been disabled, he's gonna die. He's like never lived fully, and now he can live above it. Like, he can do whatever he wants. So I kind of understand like his point of view, even though he's the bad guy.
Oh, come on!
It felt a little rushed. It felt like there was scenes maybe taken out. It shouldn't have been, but we don't know what they were.
So what I was thinking the whole time is this: it was almost like an unfinished painting.
Yeah,
like the movie as a whole. That thought kept running through my head.
Yeah, it did.
Like almost like they did take scenes out here, and it wasn't a full picture.
There's like almost no blood in this fucking movie for a vampire movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a vampire movie, and like every slash and every cut and shit, like you just hear like the gruesomeness, but you don't see, which can work in some movies, but this one it didn't work for me. I was like, it's got to be more than that.
You need to see something.
Yeah, but I didn't really have faith in Morbius. Like, I didn't. Jared Leto was. I didn't like it. His portrayal of Morbius. I thought it was kind of almost phoned in.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
like, wasn't the biggest fan. And then I was listening to a review on the way here, and they made a solid point. There was no point in the detectives of this movie. Like
Dude, that's
Tyrese
one of
Gibson.
my points.
They both annoyed the shit out of me
Yeah,
every time.
the one
with the mustache,
Yeah, he was supposed to be the comic relief,
not
and
funny at all.
it didn't. None of it landed. Like they took themselves so damn serious.
Well, especially
not
Tyrese.
Not the detectives. This movie took itself so serious, and it just didn't land.
At all.
And then there were such corny lines in it that I'm getting hungry. You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry.
Oh my god.
And me and Ronnie just looked at each other like he really just said
Dude,
that.
that made me laugh out loud. Like it's like that Moonfall.
So-
You know, I work for America,
Yeah.
the American people. It's just a laughable ass moment. There was a lot of that.
Oh, and then what's his name? The villain. What's his name? The bad guy.
Oh,
Tom?
shit, Tom.
Oh, you got the
It's
Oh
right
yeah, I do
there.
have it. It's Milo. That's right.
Milo. Yeah,
Well, Milo, whatever.
it was Milo, which isn't even his name.
Milo, yeah.
He
Yeah.
just called him that because the first kid he became friends with in the hospital or whatever he was at as a kid was named Milo, so he called every kid that came in Milo.
Oh, yeah.
And that name stuck with this kid for his whole life.
We never left
Like
that
what?
place.
What were you saying
What
about
was it?
Milo?
Dude, I totally forgot because I thought y'all been talking about Milo, and it's just what was it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's framing Michael Morbius, so he's getting away scot free, but he's framing Jared Leto, and but that one scene when they're on the security camera, and Milo just kills somebody, and he turns and walks his face right up to the security camera almost like.
Dude, I
But
hated
take a
him as a
picture.
vampire.
But then the news thing was still saying Michael Morbius is our #1 suspect,
Yeah.
even though we literally
He
have
just murdered
footage
someone.
of somebody else.
Here's footage of the real murderer,
Yeah.
but Morbius is
Committing
number
the
one.
act.
I
And
said
here's
something
his-
to
yeah,
Tyler.
I
I was
was
like,
like-
that makes no sense.
They're just so funny, dude. It's so stupid. And I predicted everything
It
that was
did.
going to
Very
happen.
predictable. He'd lean over to me and be like,
Michael
Michael Morbius didn't kill him. It's the other guy.
Yeah, and when I'm predicting movies like that, it's like, come on, you try harder, get some better writing up in that.
Yeah, it definitely had a lot of fucking problems. This movie did, and then it wasn't a very good battle at the end. The
At
ending
all.
was kind of meh.
I can't wait for the sequel.
You know what's funny though is in the movie, what was it about? Because Johnny and Jenny went, with me, and Jenny, like about probably 20 minutes in, she leaned over, and every time she would lean over to talk to me, she would just talk in normal voice, so
Yeah.
like not.
I heard it a few times.
But she was like, I just want this movie to be over. We leave the movies, and she goes, I love that movie.
Oh,
Called
really?
Jamie on the way home, and she's like, I loved it. And then Johnny was kind of on the same wavelength as me. He was like mixed, but he didn't. You'll find out in score wise where I'm at with it. But
Well, we got anything else to say? Or are we ready for score?
we pretty much.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Girls,
not.
the
Oh,
girl.
the post-credit scene. We spoiler territory. Post-credit scene. We only stayed for one. There was two.
Oh, was it?
Oh no.
Yeah. So the first one, was. Do you want to hear the? Okay. So the first one is. So in No Way Home, when the barrier breaks between realities and universes, that happens. The purple fractured sky, and then Vulture shows up in Morbius's timeline
In a prison cell.
in a
Yeah.
prison cell, and then supposedly the other post-credit scene is Vulture meeting another villain. Oh, Morbius. Vulture.
The movie we just.
Morbius meeting the Vulture in the desert to talk about, we team
Spider-Man.
up, we could do good. So,
They probably good actually.
what do you got score wise?
Oh, shit, dude. It's low.
I'll give it a 4.6. Give it a 4.6. And only because this movie's almost so bad that it's kind of good. You know what I mean? Like, there's some really cheesy parts, and you're just like, okay, I like that, even though it didn't hit.
See, that's what I was kind of hoping for, that it was so bad it was good, but it wasn't even that bad. I don't know if that... I give it a 3.8.
So we're all about the
4,
same
6,
wavelength
3,
thing. Yeah, because I definitely it's got a couple redeemable moments, but not enough to make it a good movie. You know, it fell pretty hard on his face. I'm actually right there with you, but I'm gonna go 4 or 5.
You must, motherfucker, make me give it the
4.5.
highest rating. 4.4.
Do I hear 4.3?
Dude, I mean,
All right,
maybe
so
on
yeah.
a second watch, do this.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
All right.
Would not recommend it. Peace.